The year is 1950. My grandfather boarded a vessel to head to Canada, brought on by the woman who has been raising him since he was born. The woman who got him baptized with a different surname than the one that was listed in her own identification and the one that was listed in my grandfather's birth certificate. My grandmother sent me a bunch of documents. Included in these documents were a passport, which was owned by the woman who raised my grandfather. On this passport, on the page that shows the documentation of entering that vessel, it has the woman who raised my grandfather's last name etched out and replaced with the same last name that matches my grandfather on his birth certificate. For only reasons I could suggest that she wanted to play the guise of pretending to be my grandfather's biological mother. There still has been no record or talking about who my dad's biological father might be. My dad, my grandfather, now resides in Vancouver, British Columbia. The year is 1951. They receive a letter from the Netherlands regarding a legal name change for my grandfather. In this letter, it talks about the minor, says my grandfather's legal name, and a formal name change to the one that was listed on the baptism record. However, for reasons I could only theorize, that was denied. Netherlands denied the name change request. I spoke to a friend who lives in Holland and knows how to work with archival records, and he speaks Dutch. He was able to locate that exact same file request and confirmed there was a legal name change for my grandfather, but it was ultimately denied. I could only assume that there would be a few reasons for denial. One, there was no legal adoption in place, or two, there was no transfer of guardianships for my grandfather. Both of those would add weight to the story that my grandfather was kidnapped and brought to Canada by another family. I found another document. This document dates a few months before my grandfather was born. It speaks about a baby being transferred to another family, as well as funds being received, and a name of a potential father for my grandfather.